Hello, friends, and welcome to the channel. I'm Victor Godfrey, a successful self-published author on Amazon KDP, and I'm thrilled to have you here today. If you've ever dreamed of sharing your knowledge, telling real stories, or crafting impactful books and articles, then you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into how to write nonfiction books. It's going to be a friendly guide to crafting engaging nonfiction books. I'll be sharing the tips, strategies, and insights that help me create captivating nonfiction books that resonate with readers. And I know they'll also work for you. You may be considering creating a nonfiction book, and that's a great choice. So whether you want to share your expertise, tell a real life story, or explain a complex topic in simple terms, nonfiction writing is a fantastic way to connect with readers and leave a lasting impact or impression. But let's be honest, writing nonfiction can feel a little daunting at first. But don't worry, I've got you covered. Let's chat about some practical tips and tricks to make your writing journey smooth and enjoyable. So let's start by knowing what is nonfiction. Nonfiction is all about reality, facts, truth, and real stories. It can take many forms, like self-help books, biographies, and how-to guides. The goal is to inform, educate, or inspire your readers. And the best part is this, nonfiction doesn't have to be boring. So the first step in creating a nonfiction book is to pick the right topic. You need to identify what you're going to write about. And here's a simple trick. You can start by picking something that excites you. If you're passionate about a subject, that enthusiasm will shine through in your writing and keep your readers hooked. You can also start with your interest. Are you obsessed with personal finance, a travel enthusiast, or maybe you've got some life lessons worth sharing? That may be your starting point. You can also start by solving a problem. Think about what people struggle with. Take, for instance, it could be a book on how to declutter your home in a weekend or mastering time management in a busy world. You can also start with something more specific. So instead of writing a general book about fitness, you can also focus on a subject more specific like strength training for women over 50 or yoga for stress relief. The next nonfiction writing step is to know your audience. Who are you writing for? Understanding your audience is like knowing who you are talking to at a party. It shapes your tone, style, and even the examples you use. So ask yourself, how old are they? What do they care about? Are they beginners or do they already know a bit about the topic? For example, if you are writing a book on investing for young adults, keep it casual and jargon-free. If it is a guide for seasoned professionals, then you can dive into advanced concepts. The next step is to research like a pro. Once you've got your topic and audience figured out, now it's time to dig deep. Research is what separates great nonfiction books from mediocre stuffs. And here's how you go about it. Start broad. Read up your topic from credible sources like books, articles, or academic papers. Then go deeper. Watch interviews, listen to podcasts, or even chat with experts in the field if possible. Fact check everything. Make sure the information inside your book are accurate and up to date. Then organize your notes by using tools like Google Docs, Evernote, or Notion to keep everything in one place. Remember, the more solid your research, the more readers will trust you. The fourth nonfiction writing step is to create an outline which serves as a roadmap. So imagine going on a road trip without a map or a GPS. You will get lost, right? So the same goes for writing nonfiction. An outline is your roadmap. It helps you stay organized and ensures your ideas flow logically. And here is a simple structure to follow. First, start with an introduction that grabs attention. Explain why the topic matters and what readers will gain. Then break your content into chunks and each section should focus on just one key point. Then conclude by leaving your readers with something to think about or act upon. Don't be afraid to use headlines, subheadings, and bullet points. They make your writing easy to follow. Then the next step is to hook your readers from the start. First impression matters. Your opening needs to pull readers in the right direction or the right way. And you can start with a shocking fact or tell a relatable story or even ask a question. So the key is to spark curiosity and make readers want to keep on reading. The sixth nonfiction writing step is to write like you're talking to a friend. And here is a secret. Nonfiction doesn't have to sound stuffy or formal. Readers connect with writing that feels human and relatable. So be conversational and write like you're explaining the topic to a friend over a coffee. You can use stories as well, since people love stories. So whether it is a case study or a personal experience, stories makes your point memorable. Keep it simple and don't try to impress with big words. Clear, concise writing always wins all the time. So for example, instead of saying implementing a robust financial framework is imperative for fiscal responsibility, just say creating a solid budget is key to managing your money. The seventh step is to always back your assertions up with evidence. Readers trust when you can prove what you're saying. That means including facts, stats, and expert opinions. You can also cite your sources by mentioning where your information is coming from. It shows you've done your homework. Use quotes. A powerful quote from an expert can add authority and make your writing even more engaging. You can also share your experience. That's if you're an expert in that field. Then let readers know what you've learned firsthand. So while it is good to include stats in your writing, but also avoid overloading your writing with too many stats or technical details, just use enough to make your point. The eighth step is to make your book very easy to read. Have you ever picked up a book and felt overwhelmed by the huge block of text? Yeah, don't do that to your readers. So here's how to keep things reader friendly. Use short paragraphs. Aim for 3 to 5 sentences per paragraph. You can break them up. Use headings, subheadings, and bullet points to create white space. You can also add visuals if necessary. So charts, graphs, or images can help explain complex ideas in the book. So think of your writing like a conversation. It should flow naturally and not feel like a chore to get through. The ninth step is to edit. Once you've finished your draft, it is time to polish it up. Then take a break by stepping away from your draft for a day or two. Fresh eyes will help you spot errors. Read it aloud to yourself. This helps you to catch awkward phrases or sentences that just doesn't flow. Then get feedback by asking a friend or hire an editor to review your work. You can also use tools like Grammarly or Pro Writing Aid to catch typos and grammar mistakes. The 10th step is to conclude with a call to action. Your conclusion is more than just a summary. It's a chance to leave readers with something actionable rather. So for example, if it's a self-help book, challenge your readers to try one tip in the book today. If it is a how-to guide, encourage them to take the first step. For example, you can say something like this. Now that you know how to create a budget, grab a pen and a paper and write down your monthly expenses. You've got this. So let's quickly cover a few extra tips to take your nonfiction writing to the next level. The first tip is for you to write every day. Even 15 minutes a day can help you build momentum. The second tip is to read other nonfiction books and notice what works and what doesn't in books you enjoy reading. Then the next tip is for you to be patient. Writing takes time. Don't rush the process. This only applies if you intend to write your book by yourself, but if you're outsourcing, then you don't have to bother about this. Guys, writing nonfiction isn't just about sharing facts. It's about connecting with readers, solving their problems, and inspiring them to see the world differently. With these tips and tricks, you are well on your way to crafting content that's engaging, informative, and unforgettable. So what's your next step? Start brainstorming topics, outline your ideas, or just dive into writing the very first sentence. Remember, every great book starts with a single word, and you can do this. Thanks for making it this far. You've taken a big step towards mastering nonfiction writing. Whether it's sharing your expertise, telling your story, or crafting a guide that helps others, you now have the tools and strategies to create content that truly connect with readers. Folks, we've come to the end of this discussion on tips on writing nonfiction books. If you find this book or this video helpful, let me know in the comment section. I want to know what part resonated with you the most, or share your nonfiction writing tips. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel or follow the page depending on what platform you're watching from for more insights and strategies to help you on your writing journey. Also remember to hit that notification bell so you never miss out on new content designed to help and empower authors and aspiring authors like you. Thanks for watching, and I can't wait to see what amazing stories and guides you create. Until next time, happy writing.